Hello, America! So, I'm just getting back from 13 hours of international travel, and I immediately had to make this video because I was reading on the internet about this film called Aloha, which is the theme of this week in cultural appropriation. And it's quite appropriate because it means it's a greeting and a dismissal. Emma Stone, hello, and bye-bye. If you're a white actress playing an Asian character, it's called yellowface. And I shouldn't have to explain this to you, Emma. Yellowface is messed up. You shouldn't do yellowface. It's 2015. What were you thinking? What was your agent thinking? Now, I was reading on the internet where a lot of people were trying to explain why we shouldn't get upset about this. And they think, and this isn't true, but they were saying that this is just a thing that happens where people of color play white people and white people play people of color, and it's totally even. And I'm like, no, the majority of roles are written for white people. The characters are designed to be white. And then the few characters that are designed, that are written to be ethnic, where it is vital to the plot and the character, those are often played by white people too. But they gave some examples that they thought were the same. They said, like, Nick Fury in the Avengers. Now, Nick Fury's a character that's been in the Avengers, the comic book series, for, like, years. Like, 20, 30 years. I don't know how old the Avengers is, but, like, for a long-ass time. Or the Avengers of S.H.I.E.L.D. is. Just a long time, right? Now, in its first incarnation, the character was drawn to be a white guy. And then as, different people drew the character and wrote for the character, the way he talked would sometimes shift. And also, the way he looked would shift. He would look this way, he would look that way. And then at a certain point, they decided to make him look like Samuel L. Jackson. They changed the character to be black and have him look like Sam Jackson. And then when they made the movie, they had Sam Jackson play the role that was, that was inspired by him, actually. So that's not the same at all, right? That's Sam Jackson playing something that was designed for him. And then the people who are using it as an example are people who are actually trying to erase the history of the character when it was brown and try to claim it was only ever white, or if the whiteness is the only thing that was good about it. Fascinating, right? Then they also gave the example of the TV show Sherlock, which I love. I love the TV show Sherlock. They take Sherlock, and he's still British, but they set him in New York. It's contemporary New York. And then they take Watson. Watson's always been, like a white British dude, right? They make Watson an Asian woman who's like, instead of being a doctor, she's like a former doctor who's helping him get off drugs or something. Anyway, I love the show. It's fabulous. But it's not a good example because Lucy Liu isn't playing a white British dude. She's playing an Asian American woman. They changed the role so it fit her identity and ethnicity, or they cast an actress who fit the ethnicity and identity of the character in the story. So that's different because in Aloha, the character is Hapa, and it's a huge plot point. Like it's a major thing in the film, and the character is Chinese and Hawaiian and Swedish, which Emma Stone is not. So that means they could have cast Asian actors in that role, but they chose to cast a white person in that role. They decided to give the exposure and the publicity and the money to a white woman instead of to an Asian person, even though the plot is based on them being in Hawaii. And, I haven't seen the film. I'm assuming it's a very Cameron Crowe-like film about a white, hetero, cisgen man who's probably got some class privilege, who's like having an identity crisis, and he wants to, succeed in life, but he doesn't know how, and he can't do it without the inspiration of a manic pixie dream girl. And in this case, he also gets, most likely, a magical, like, ethnic insight from the island of Hawaii and Hawaiians to help him, the white, hetero, cisgen male, succeed. Because that's all we really want to do. We want to help you succeed. Here's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out, what was Emma Stone's agent thinking? People like you. You're bankable. You did that Spider-Man movie. I know what you need to do. You need to do something that's controversial and racist that will stay with you for the rest of your career, so that your name will always be associated with yellowface. And then what was Emma Stone thinking, being like, yes, I totally want to take a role that should go to an Asian actress, I should take that. I'm thinking she's probably going to play Oprah in the Oprah biopic next. Because, you know, she likes yellow face. I'm sure Emma Stone would love to do blackface next. Am I right? All I know is I'm over it. So, Sony Pictures, Cameron Crowe, Emma Stone, Aloha.